Ever wondered why first impressions matter so much? Well, it all boils down to a psychological phenomenon known as the halo effect. In essence, the halo effect is our brain's way of taking a shortcut. It's when we form a comprehensive judgment about something or someone based on a single characteristic or experience. Picture this. You meet someone for the first time and they're impeccably dressed. Instantly, you make a judgment that they're successful, even though clothing has little to do with success. This is the halo effect in action. It's not just about people, though. The halo effect influences our decisions in everyday situations, from job interviews where a candidate's charisma might overshadow their actual skills, to dating scenarios where physical attractiveness can cloud our judgment about a person's character, or even to a simple purchase decision where brand reputation overshadows the actual quality of the product. So the halo effect is all about how our brains use shortcuts to make quick judgments. Now let's dig deeper into how the halo effect operates in our daily lives. Picture this. You're an employer sifting through stacks of resumes. You come across a candidate who has an Ivy League degree. Impressed, you invite them for an interview. The candidate shows up, looking sharp and confident. You're swayed. Despite some questionable responses to your questions, you're already leaning towards hiring them. Why? Because the initial positive impression, the Ivy League degree, has cast a halo that overshadows any potential negatives. This is the halo effect in action. It's not just in professional settings that the halo effect makes its presence felt. It seeps into our personal lives as well. Imagine you've met someone new, someone who's incredibly charming. They've got a captivating smile and a sense of humor that leaves you in stitches. You're drawn to them. But when they exhibit less than admirable behaviors, like being dismissive or constantly late, you tend to overlook these negatives. Why? Because their charm has cast a halo, making you focus more on the positive traits and less on the negatives. But let's take it a step further. The halo effect influences not just our perceptions of others, but also how we perceive ourselves. We might excel in one area, say cooking or playing an instrument, and this success can make us feel competent in other unrelated areas. We might start believing we're also good at things we've never even tried before, like painting or public speaking. The halo of our existing skills can blind us to our actual capabilities. The halo effect is a powerful psychological influence that often operates without our conscious awareness. It's a mental shortcut our brains take, preferring to rely on initial impressions rather than constantly reassessing. But as we've seen, this can lead to biases and skewed perceptions. It's fascinating, isn't it, how the halo effect can subconsciously shape our perceptions and decisions. So, the halo effect seems pretty powerful, but is it always a good thing? Well, it's a bit of a double-edged sword. On one hand, it can create positive impressions and favorable outcomes based on first impressions. But on the other, it can lead us astray, causing us to make unjust judgments and decisions. Imagine entrusting a charismatic individual with a critical task, only to realize later that their competence was merely an illusion created by their charm. That's the halo effect at play. We are naturally inclined to associate positive traits with physical attractiveness, charisma, or even a warm smile, but these superficial qualities can sometimes mask the truth and lead us astray. This is where critical thinking comes into play. We need to question our instincts, to delve deeper and make our judgments based on substantial facts rather than mere appearances. After all, even the most radiant halo can cast a shadow. Remember, the halo effect is a cognitive shortcut, not a foolproof method for making judgments. Before we wrap up, let's summarize the key points about the halo effect. The halo effect is a psychological phenomenon where our overall impression of someone or something influences how we feel and think about their character or properties. It's like a shining halo, casting a glow that can cloud our judgment. This effect is at play in our everyday life, in our personal relationships, at work, even when we shop. It's why we may think a good-looking person is also kind-hearted, or why we might believe a brand we love can do no wrong. Becoming aware of the halo effect is the first step towards making more mindful decisions. It's about questioning our immediate impressions and digging a little deeper. It's about not letting that halo blind us. The halo effect is a fascinating aspect of human psychology, isn't it? But remember, it's just one piece of the puzzle, so keep questioning, keep exploring, and most importantly, keep an open mind.